Hi, my name's Corey and I'm here to show you how I make my white meat ground turkey burgers. They're actually turkey mushroom burgers. These burgers are delicious and they're 0 points on Weight Watchers on the Blue Plan. So the ingredients that you need are going to be 3 packages of ground white meat turkey. I use organic, you can use any kind you want. And I'm making big batches of this because if I'm going to go through the effort of making them, I'm going to make a lot of them. Plus, there's a lot of eaters in my house. You'll need 2 packages of mushrooms. These happen to be sliced. You don't have to get them sliced. You'll want 3 poblano chilies, or you can use diced green chilies from a can. You will want 2 eggs. You'll have some dried oregano, salt and pepper, and then secret ingredient here, Mushroom & Company multi-purpose umami powder. You get this at Trader Joe's. This is mushroom powder, and you can make your own, but that's a lot of work, or you can find it at Trader Joe's. Now, this is not organic, and I'm an organic girl, but nothing in here is bad. It just says ingredients are like dried. I'm totally kidding. I can't read this without my glasses. Okay, so the ingredients of this happen to be kosher salt, dried onions, ground mustard seed, porcini mushroom powder, white button mushroom powder, crushed red pepper, black pepper, and dried thyme. So nothing outrageous in here that's bad for you. I'm going with it. First, we're going to roast our poblano chilies. So have your oven on broil. Some people do them over the stovetop. I like to do mine in the oven. So come this way. Oh, you can meet Slobodale, Slobin the third. There he is. And we're going to roast these guys. I put them on the higher shelf with some foil underneath to catch the juices. And we're going to let those roast while we prepare the burgers. So, we're going to start by chopping these mushrooms. There are a lot of mushrooms in these burgers because a couple reasons. First of all, the ground white meat, organic turkey at least, is quite expensive, so we want to get as many burgers out of them as we can. So you can look at it like the mushrooms are filler, but they're a healthy and delicious filler because the mushrooms are filled with magnesium, copper, zinc, and all kinds of other stuff, antioxidants. So having a lot of mushrooms in these burgers just means better health for us. Now, we're gonna chop these babies pretty fine. Some things I don't like chopping, but mushrooms I love to chop. They're soft and pliable, and I just really enjoy a good mushroom chop. So here I go. 3 pounds of turkey meat in this big bowl, along with the finely chopped mushrooms, and that's about how finely I chop them. You could do them in a food processor, but then you'll miss the joy of chopping mushrooms. Next, we're gonna grate some onion. So usually I would say about 1 onion, but these onions are small, so I'm gonna use 2. I don't know about you, but I cannot chop onions without wearing my onion goggles. Unfortunately, this morning, they broke. So we are one-sided onion goggles. So not only will I look ridiculous, I will look ridiculous with only one side. Okay, now that my onion goggles are on, I am safe, and I can go ahead and grate these onions. Here we go. Let's check on our chilies. They should be getting nice and black by now, and they are. So we're gonna take some tongs, and we're just gonna give them a turn so we can get all the sides nice and black. See that? Turn, and let them go again. Bye-bye. Ready to come out and go right into a brown bag. Gently take them out, they're juicy, and they're pretty much blackened on all sides. And we're just gonna drop them into the bag. Fold up the bag and let them steam in here until they're cool. While our chilies are in the bag and cooling, I will show you that so far all we have in here is the turkey meat, the mushrooms, and the grated onion. And now we're gonna add some seasoning. So here I have about a teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano. You can do more, you can do less. It's not a big deal. In fact, I rarely ever measure. You want some pepper, as much as you like, or you can leave it out completely. I like a lot of pepper. We're gonna put our salt in now. I would say about a teaspoon, 1 to 2 teaspoons. Let's do 1 heavy-ish teaspoon of salt. And my favorite part, this umami powder. Yum, so good. We're gonna do a tablespoon. I hate these tops, I'm not a fan. I always get rid of them. About a tablespoon again. I don't really measure. Oh, okay, about a tablespoon. Maybe I did more. And we're gonna crack 2 eggs. Then we're gonna get to our peppers. Now that the peppers are cool, we're gonna wanna take out the stems, the seeds, and peel them. So you can pull off the top and then try to get this off, and it's really hard and it's sticky. So the much easier way is to do it under running water. I'm sure that professional chefs would tell you not to do that because the water might wash off some of the smoky flavor, but I have not found an easier way, so under the water it goes. Stop. We have our chilies peeled, seeds taken out, and the core and stems gone. But here's the thing about poblano chilies. I love poblano chilies, but sometimes they are very, very spicy. Sometimes they're not, sometimes they are, and you just don't know. You never know when they're gonna be spicy. So you have to take a little sample. And when I mean little, I mean minuscule, this much, and touch it to my tongue because I have had my face burned off by these things. So I'm a little scared, but I'm going for it. That's okay, not too spicy. Going in. It's a good one, we can use them. I'm gonna rough chop these poblanos and then finally chop them up a little bit more. That looks about right. And we're gonna put these in with the rest of the ingredients. We have 2 jalapeno chilies that I forgot to mention earlier. We do have 2 of these. And the reason why we add these after the poblanos is because if that was a spicy poblano chili, I would want to take all the seeds and pith out of these jalapenos because that's where the heat comes from. So you can take out the seeds, you can leave in the seeds, and I'm going to do a little of both. I'm going to take out most of the seeds, but leave a little bit in just for a little bit of heat since the poblanos were mild. I have all of our ingredients in the bowl, and it's a big bowl because you need room so you can mix it well. And then don't forget to wash your hands really well after touching jalapenos, and do not touch any of your orifices before your hands are washed very well. Now we mix. You got to get in there with your hands. There's no other way. Spoons won't do it. Mush it away until all these ingredients are incorporated together. Now, by this point, I usually have music on and I'm singing and I'm having a pretty good time in the kitchen because I enjoy cooking and I like listening to music. So everything is mixed and incorporated, and you might think it's time to make burgers, but you're wrong. Here's a little tip from me. Take your pan with a little spray and always make a sample, because with this much meat, we don't want to just go in there and make them all and not really know if it's seasoned properly. And until they're cooked, there's no way to know. So I just take a little bitty mini burger like this, nice and flat so it'll cook quickly. And I put this into a pan just for a taste so we know, do we have enough salt? Do we have enough mushroom powder? Is everything right on point? And let it go. Okay, the sample's cooked through. It's nice and firm. So we're just gonna taste it to make sure it's ready to go. Perfect. Okay, we're ready to cook our burgers. So I'm gonna give our pan a little spray and form some patties. The thicker you make them, the longer they're gonna take, but it just depends on how you like them. I like mine fairly big, but not too thick. So with clean hands, I make patties and I plop them right here. Could you grill these? Absolutely, you could. But they might stick a little, it makes me nervous, and I love the taste of them from the pan with the spray. They get a little bit of a crust. This is the way I like to make them, but you can do whatever you want. You also don't have to use white meat. If you prefer using regular turkey that has dark meat in it, you can do that too. For the point of being on Weight Watchers, I use white meat. And that makes these 0-point burgers. And people on Weight Watchers love to hear things like 0 points. So these burgers are really versatile. I've made them 100 different ways. Sometimes I add Worcestershire sauce, I put cilantro in there, I have shredded carrots I put in there. So you can play around with the recipe and make it your own. And this recipe, as you know, makes quite a few burgers. So I leave some out for the week, and then I freeze these into individual containers so that I have a 0-point meal option in my freezer whenever I need it. These are almost done. Look at that gorgeous color and all the flecks of green from the jalapenos and from the poblano chilies. They look beautiful. I have a lot more work to do. I got the next 3 burgers cooking, and we're ready to eat the first batch. So the burgers take a couple minutes to cook on each side. How do you know when they're done? That's a great question. My advice is to feed the first one to your eldest son, like I'm doing, and make sure he doesn't die from raw poultry in the middle. If he survives, then you can eat yours. Or you can just kind of cut it in the middle and peek. This is what the finished product looks like. This is dinner tonight. It's a white meat mushroom turkey burger over green salad with tzatziki, 0 points on Weight Watchers, and a delicious filling meal. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Molly the Rescue Dog. Thanks for watching the video. My mom forgot to tell you that these burgers are not only dairy-free, they're gluten-free too. Yummy!